just want to be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, my cut right off on the curve like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 30 base. Check out.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Set, ready? Pilot, 64, weak, 50, plant. We own now. He's checking.
They'll run on first down. McGee, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch the slant.
Go.
Motion.
Now Jones. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. Check. Tight dog. Fire.
On first down, McGee. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. You draw Corky. Now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they try the right side here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Check 55 to Mike. I don't think
Hey, Charlie.
Check 50.
Get it.
On 2nd down now, it's Palmer. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Check three.
Look at me. Zipper.
Hit the end, boys.
Dude.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 42.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
80 weapon.
Kill.
Hey, rock it. Let's go.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
6-6, bullet, five.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
218, chop it. First down.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the screen.
Protein spill.
Watch out.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Vikings 14, Bears 7.
Ready.
Mike's bump.
General West. Let's go.
On second down, McGee, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
Ready.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Under 10. Hey, alert 3, alert.
Hey.
They'll try the left side. McGee, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
50, plant.
Check. You're not ready.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
Comes to me, it's me.
On second down now, McGee at a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive.
He's coming. We got double up.
On the ball. Get it.
Go, run.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Here we go.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, McGee. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Blue draw Porker.
At the 12-yard line.
Check. Fresno.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. A gain of 6 there on first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
80 weapon. Check 25. Check 25. Undercrush. Undercrush. Undercrush.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
30 base. 6-6. Pull it high. Get it.
On 3rd down, McGee, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, high 7.
Mike Fofo.
Let's make these.
Throwing Jones. Got a man open. It's Ross. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
44's to Mike. 44's to Mike. They want this.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Mike Fofo. Gotta do better.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
18 Gator.
Hey, defense. Hey, defense.
Yep. Smooth.
44's to Mike. 44's Mike. Check, check. Switch. 44's to Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Ready, break.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
64, reach. Go.
Now Jones operating from the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now.
Jones throwing on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
70, Indy. Look at me, zipper.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go again. Watch this.
61, matchbox lights. Hey! Hey, Alpha! Deep rip.
On 2nd and 9, Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bush. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
Tackles.
They'll run on first down. McGee. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Okay, ready?
On third down, Palmer. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have now moved out in front. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
General West.
They'll keep it on the ground. McGee, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The tackle made by Miles Jack. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Come on, set.
39-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. 60 or.
Right there. I want that.
Yep.
Give me that ball. Give me
Five. Shoot.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Open man is Ross, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's got the first down inside the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Second and goal from the 6 this time. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Look at me. Go.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face a third down.
Got it. You draw Parker.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 35-yard line.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
At the Bears' 33-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is third and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
On 2nd down now, McGee. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. 6-6. Pull it high. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. McGee.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Mike, 58, right there.
Protein spill.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
The tackle made by Miles Jack. It's a gain of
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.